Good morning and welcome to a day in my life. It is Friday, October 29th, and a couple weeks ago I had mentioned that I was feeling a little burnt out from the weekly vlogs, and so I kind of made a decision that I was going to try this alternating thing where I was going to do a weekly vlog and then a day in the life, a weekly vlog and day in the life, and it really just worked out this week because this week would not have been a very exciting weekly vlog because I have been doing a lot of sitting around and resting. If you watched last week's weekly vlog, you saw that I sprained my ankle pretty severely, and so I have just been focused on nursing it back to health. And so my routines have been a little bit out of whack, and in the evenings I pretty much just sit and watch movies and TV, and I do some like work with my foot elevated, but I've been honestly just doing a lot of resting because I know that when I'm sitting and doing nothing, my body can then focus on the healing on my foot instead of like other things. But today is gonna look a little bit different. I am taking today off from my full-time job to do some PlanwithLaken stuff. I had originally scheduled this day off to film for all of November, and I'm not gonna be doing as much filming for November today. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm gonna bring you along with some of my routines and the way they look right now, and just what I'm up to today. So I've been kicking my day off coming back into bed, which usually used to be like a really detrimental thing for me. If I came back into bed after I got up, I would fall back asleep, but I turn on the light, so that helps. Make my cup of coffee, take my vitamins, and then I come back into bed and apply heat to my ankle, because I did go to urgent care. I talked about this in the vlog, and the doctor there said it was time to switch to heat from ice. So every morning, the first thing that I do is I sit in bed with my coffee and heat my foot. The other thing I should mention is that it's about 7:30. I did not set an alarm today or any day this week. I have been really prioritizing sleep. Partially because I didn't get a lot of good sleep over the weekend, which is normally not the case, but also because I know that sleep is also a really important component into healing, that our bodies are really strong and can heal a lot of things if we just give them the time and the rest to do so. And so I've been not setting an alarm all week. That way I'm able to heal my body. So then what I've been doing after that is as much of my morning routine as I can before it's time to start my full-time job. If you have watched my morning routine videos or my day in the lives in the past, my morning routine is pretty filled. I have a lot of steps. I like to read and journal and work out and all kinds of things, and there just hasn't been time for that this week. So I've been doing as many of the steps as I can before it's time to start my full-time job. So what I will probably do today, we'll see how I feel after I finish this cup of coffee, is go ahead and do my morning routine, just do the whole thing this morning since I don't have like a time constraint. I mean, I have things to do, but I don't have to be sitting and logged in by a certain time today. So I think I will probably go ahead and do my full morning routine, including doing my workout in the morning instead of what I have been doing this week since I've been sleeping in, is pushing my workout to lunchtime. But I probably will go ahead and do it this morning. But while I have a lot of things I want to get done today, and I will show you my to-do list and all the things that I have planned, I also am planning to still be thoughtful about taking care of my injury. Okay, so this to-do list I made last night while I was sitting on the couch watching football. I just like brain dump all the things that I would like to get done pretty much this weekend. There's like one or two other things that are already scheduled for Saturday or Sunday. But if I could get all these things done today, kind of depending on how I'm feeling and what time I got up, that would be fantastic. But what I decided to go ahead and do was take a green and a yellow mild liner, and the green are the things that I 100% like need to and can get done today. So everything related to this vlog, I actually need to finish the vlog that's going up today. There's a kitty coming to me. When I went to prep it yesterday, there was something editing wise that needed to be changed. So my editor fixed that. And so I'm going to finish that up first thing this morning. I'm going to film the top down portion of my November, I almost said October goals, my November goals video. When I get there, I'll talk a little bit more about why that's the only thing I'm really filming today. I need to finish prepping the monthly goal session for tomorrow with the Patreon community. I have a one-on-one call at 12:30. I need a meal plan. Sam is going to actually go to Trader Joe's this weekend to go grocery shopping, but I need to make the plan and make the list, and then my communication routine is something that is like for sure going to get done today. And then I went ahead and highlighted in yellow the things that if all those things leave me with extra time at the end of the day that I would like to get to, although I might rearrange this. I put clothes in yellow. So I did a bunch of laundry this week and it sat on the couch unfolded until last night. I folded it all, again, while watching football. And I did not put it away because my dresser, my closet are just kind of a disaster right now. It's been a busy couple of weeks. And so instead of putting the clothes away, I want to do it more thoughtfully and take my time with it. But it's annoying. It's going to annoy me sitting on the dresser. So I put that in yellow, but I might do that earlier. I have 2 one-on-one clients that finished up this week. I cannot believe it's already been 8 weeks. So I need to finish setting up the feedback form and get that sent to them. I need to upload some recordings of the one-on-one calls from later in this week. Some of my monthly goals for November need some more breakdown. Again, this doesn't have to happen today, but I kind of feel like doing it today. And then my emails need some TLC. Again, if that doesn't happen today, it's okay. And then the only things that I didn't give a color are the other November content for Patreon and Instagram. I could do that over the weekend if I need to. And then figuring out what is wrong with our printer. Either figuring out what's wrong with it or buying a new one, because our printer's not been working for a while. So here's the debate that I'm having. I've been loving my full focus planner. This planner has been incredibly beneficial as I plan out my time. I love the size. The paper quality is not my favorite, but I will deal. Here's the issue. Sometimes when I put things down by time and I say I'm going to do this from 8 to 9 and this from 9 to 10, it becomes more constraining than it does freeing. I do find a lot of benefit in scheduling time for things because then you're way more realistic about what you can actually get done. However, I also know that if I put things in the times and it takes me more or less time and I get off track, I'm going to be more distracted by the fact that it doesn't line up rather than the fact that I'm not getting to the end of the list. So I think what I'm going to do instead is go ahead and rewrite the list in the order that it actually, I'm actually going to do it in, and then just go from there and work off of a to-do list today and get as far as I can. And then whatever I can't do, I will move to tomorrow. And then went ahead and wrapped up my foot, finished with my heating session, and then I just like to keep it wrapped during the day. It's also nice to have extra support when I am gonna work out, and then I leave it wrapped all day, and then at the end of the day, I'll do another heating session. Usually that heating session is in the bath, and then leave it unwrapped overnight. What do you hear, kitty? What's out there? All right, I did most of my morning routine. I did skip reading. I haven't been reading all week. Truthfully, if you have been following along, if you watch my vlogs, I actually took reading out of my morning routine while I had dance because I was reading on the train to, because I was hanging out with my friends, but to dance, I was always reading on the train, and then I just needed that extra time in the morning really to sleep because I was going to bed much later during dance. So I did add it back into my Routinery app and for reading in the mornings, but I haven't been doing it just because it's been one of the things that I've cut. And then today, even though I kind of, I do have time, I could just push everything back a little bit, it felt, I don't know, it didn't feel right. So I decided to go ahead and skip it. And then if I want to do more reading this evening when I'm done with everything, I will. Okay, now it is time to work out. And I talked about this on last week's Lattes with Laken, which is my live Q&A I do every Wednesday. I talked about this there, but just to re-explain what I have decided to do since I can't put a lot of weight on my ankle is really focus on my upper body and my core for the next 2 weeks. The urgent care doctor did say 1 to 3 weeks that I could probably start walking and doing some lower impact stuff, but I decided to make an arrangement with myself. Basically, I am bribing myself to focus on that and really make sure that my ankle heals completely. And so what I'm doing is for the next 2 weeks, I started on Tuesday this week. I still took Monday as a rest day, but I started on Tuesday. So this is my 4th day. And the goal is to do 10 days. So 10 days, I do an upper body, literally seated. I'm literally gonna sit on this poof and do my upper body workout, and then a core workout that is only on my back so that I'm not, again, putting any weight on my ankle. I know I could do something that had planks in it and kind of modify it, but just staying on my back, and then some sort of stretch and stretching all the muscles, keeping my body moving and keeping working out and physical movement as part of my daily routine. That way when I can physically get back to something more intense on the bike or whatever, dancing, I'm not going from zero. So what I decided to do with myself was if I did it for 2 weeks or 10 days, which I could accomplish in 2 weeks if I do 5 days each week, is then I get to go take a yoga class from my favorite yoga studio that finally reopened. I talked about this yoga studio probably years and years ago. It's called Y7 here in the city. Normally I get very, very bored during yoga, but Y7 does hip hop yoga and it's It's the best. And they finally reopened and I've been wanting to go back, but honestly, it's been a little tough for me to justify paying for like other workout classes when I have my Peloton and all my Peloton classes. But I mean, I just love it. I love that yoga studio and I love those classes. So that's my deal with myself. 10 days of light arms and weights, core and stretch, and then I get to take a yoga class. Okay, I do have a new planner to share with you, but before I do, I wanted to show you this sweet gift that I got. I finally checked the actual mailbox part of my UPS box. I've been using it a lot for packages, and I go in, I pick up my packages, but I always forget that, like, if somebody sends a card sized thing, it goes into the actual, like, there's actually a mailbox. So I finally checked it, and I had this envelope from a member of our Patreon community, Joanna, who I just always appreciate her participation in our Patreon events. She always has a lot of really great ideas, and she actually lives over in the UK, and she sent me these super cool stickers. So the concept of them is that you add them to like a piece of paper. And then, how many are in here? Because I feel like I want to show you, but I also don't necessarily want to waste one. It feels like there's a lot. Oh, here, 50 stickers. I knew there was a number on there. Okay, so I do a lot. So let me show you. So the concept is that you put one on like the top and the bottom of a piece of paper, and then you can clip it like into a spiral. And then the note that she sent with it was so sweet. It said that she got the green because if I use the green power sheets, then it would match. And I just freaking love it. So let's test it out. I'm going to test it out with this. Well, this might be a little bit big. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. This is the note that she sent, but I'm gonna keep it on this side. So it looks like, well, let's flip this back over. If you just stick it on like either end of it, one this way and then one this way, and then you can clip it into like the coil. I wonder if it has to be at the end, or maybe this piece of paper just isn't quite right. Like if it was a little bit shorter, it doesn't fit quite in that coil, so the paper would need to be trimmed slightly. Let's see how removable these are. Oh, no, not very, which I guess you want it to be nice and strong. Okay, I don't necessarily want to cut her paper, but what if I scoot this up just a little bit? Let's see if that works better. Oh yeah, totally. That totally works better. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So you can likely only get these in the UK. I am assuming that these are not something that I'm going to be able to find here in the States. But if you have a friend over there or you live over there, these are so cool. So what I'm actually thinking is they're going to be perfect for these pages. There's a couple of my November monthly items that need to be broken down further. I kind of mentioned that in the to-do list earlier. And so I am going to put these on there and put these into my power sheets so that they're literally in with my power sheets. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Thank you so much, Joanna. I'm so excited. Okay, now let's move into the planner. I wanted you to see this beautiful packaging from a company that reached out and asked if I wanted to check out their planners. And I've mentioned this before, I am very thoughtful about the products that I do accept to share with you. And most of the time I am like accepting them because I want you to be able to see all of the options that you have. So I'm so excited to get to this. So it came with a little pen. It says Dream, Plan, Do in Style, which I love that. And then it has a little card that has my name on it. On the back it says a well-planned life is luxurious, and it's got Dream, Plan, Do in Style. That seems to be their little phrase. It also comes with a little paper clip. There's also a sticky notepad. So it's interesting because it says note. I guess it's meant to be like this, and it's got the brand logo down here at the bottom. And this is just note with like a line, but you could also totally flip it this way and use that line to like write something. Like, is this a note? Do you want to put the date? Do you want to put what the note's about? And have the sticky on the side, and it is a Post-it brand sticky. And then there's also this notepad, which is not sticky. It's like actually just a notepad. And so at the top it says notes, and then it does have a place for the date. It's got this like vertical box here, a bunch of lines, and then it says summary at the bottom. It's a really interesting layout. I'm not really sure how I would use this type of a notepad. Let's quickly, well, you know what? I don't really need to test paper. The paper does feel very nice and thick and luxurious. Obviously that goes with the brand. But for notepads like this, like unless you're writing with a Sharpie, it's not gonna bleed through and you don't necessarily care about what the back looks like. But this could be a really interesting layout for maybe like work things, like putting the meetings here in this box and then like to-dos and then like maybe meeting notes at the bottom. I don't know, something to think about for sure. Okay, let's get into the planner. Oh my gosh, I almost don't even want to open this because it is so beautifully wrapped. There is something to be said for, you know, opening a package and it just feeling like a gift to yourself. It looks like there's also a little pen loop hiding underneath there. It has a wax seal on it. How freaking cute is that? You can tell it's like a sticker and not like an actual wax seal, but the touch is what counts. So it's all wrapped up in tissue paper. So then it comes inside another box, and it's got 2022 at the top in Roman numerals, has the name of the brand, and it says weekly planner, and it's got the logo down here at the bottom as well. And then, oh my gosh, look at the inside of this box. Wow, this is so pretty. This, I mean, Luxe is definitely the definition of this planner. So the size of the planner is really interesting. Let me grab some comparisons for you. So it is like, well, I guess I could just measure it because it is it's not like what I would expect. So this is the full focus planner that I have been using, and it is definitely like smaller on both sides compared to that. Let's just measure it. Let's just tell you what the measurements are. Okay. So it is almost 7 inches across. With the coil, it's about 7.5, but without the coil, it's about 6 3/4. And then vertically, it is about almost 10. Is that right? Yeah, so it's just a really interesting size. It's definitely bigger than an A5, but it is not, and like taller than a 7x9, but it doesn't feel near as wide. I don't know. So it is a wire binding with gold, and it's got the gold foil on the outside. The cover is like a cardstock. It's like a really, really thick cardstock, like thicker than the plum paper cardstock, but still like not as hard as like the full focused cover. And then you open it up, it's got like a cover page with this beautiful like almost art piece of these faces. Volume 22, a place to put your name. Then it's got a table of contents, a little note from the creator. It's got a 2022 overview, just like month, year at a glance. And then you've got important dates. So it's got a bunch of holidays. I'm assuming that this might mean that the holidays are not printed if they are doing it on a separate page like this. Then one of the reasons I did want to show this product to you is because it doesn't just jump right into the planner. It's got some different, like almost goal pages, like things at the beginning that I think are really interesting, that if you're looking for something that's got a little bit of extra prep at the beginning to kind of make you think and get you started for the year without it being like the power sheets, this could be a good option, especially if the actual layout of the planner works for you. So we've got a page that says, who are you? And so it's got like things that you love, that you want to, the goals that you have, what you believe in, and then a space for your word of the year. Then it's got a bucket list. So it's got this things to do, places to go. My guess, what I would do is this would be just for the year. So 2022 bucket list things, and there's 8 boxes, and then each box also has a little checklist, like a little checkbox, so you can check it off once you actually do that. I think that's really cool. Then you've got 2 pages for a vision board. Write the vision and make it plain. Use this space to design, doodle, and decorate your dream life. Then you've got where we actually start talking about goals. So it talks about like how to create your goals. It does talk about SMART goals. Y'all know I'm not a huge fan of SMART goals, but it has the definitions here. Write it down, break it down, accountability, rewards, and systems and success. Here for the rest of that. Then it's got a place for your annual goals. And what is super interesting about this, okay, this is just a really, really interesting layout I've never seen before. So at the top, it's got like almost 4 categories, if you will. Like you would pick 4 categories that, I mean, I can't think of a better word, that you would put at the top on these lines. And then down the side, it's got 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. And I feel like you could do this one of 2 ways. You could either do milestones, so what I want to hit at 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. If that were the case, I kind of wish it was like 3, 6, 9, 12. Or they could be separate things within the category. So like, what is a 1 month goal I have, or 1 month ideas within that category, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Super interesting layouts. You could also totally cover this up and change this into something else that would work better for you. And then you've got a place for a yearly overview. So you could either put goal ideas here, you could put like things that you have going on. It has a little box for each day. Then we get into the months. The first page of the month is a little bit of a thicker cardstock, not that much thicker, it's a little bit thicker though. And it's got a quote on it. Y'all know I love quotes. The whole aesthetic of this planner is very beautiful. It's very simple, just, you know, black and white and very straightforward. Then for each month you start with a budget page, which I think is really interesting. Not something I would use. I do budget in an Excel spreadsheet versus on paper, but if you're looking for something that incorporates your budget, then it's got a notes page. And then one of the really interesting things about this planner is that every month, like the little tab sticks out the whole time. It's not just the first one. It's all of them. So then we get into the weekly layout. So on one side, you've got this kind of like weekly dashboard. So it's got goal, gratitude, grace, things to do, notes, top 3 wellness, and then a habit tracker with space for 5 habits. And then on the right side, it's got a weekly actual like dated layout where every day of the week has a horizontal box, and then Saturday and Sunday split a box. And it is dated, but because the 1st of January is not till Saturday, it's really interesting to me that they don't have the dates here for December when it hasn't started. It'll be interesting to see how we go from January to February with that concept. So then you have this page dated for every week of the month. And then this is the last week in January. And then there's a dot grid page. And then we move into February, another quote. Oh, there's a February monthly page. Is there not a January monthly page? Or did I miss it? Oh, I totally missed it, you guys. I totally flipped right by it. That was very strange. Sorry. There is a monthly overview. There's a January monthly overview. It is a Monday start, which y'all know I'm here for that. It does have the holidays printed in it. It's got a space for notes and then reminders and important dates at the bottom. Okay, let's go back to February since I completely missed that. February monthly layout, same thing, Monday start. And then it does have the dates for like that last date of January into February. So you don't have duplicate weeks. I was thinking that might be the case, but no. Then you have that same page for every month. Okay, so then you continue that for February and March, and then at the end of March, there is a 1-page quarterly check-in. So it's got, like, it says end of quarter 1, quarterly check-in, reflect on what works well and what you need to move forward on. It just has a bunch of lines, and then it's got a little box that says goal progress. So it doesn't guide you a whole lot, but it does have a space for you to do a quarterly check-in, and then it's one extra page. Actually, it feels like, yeah, it's one extra page because it's got this here. Normally the dot grid's on the back of that last week, and then it moves into April. And then you have that for every here, quarter 2, so on and so forth. And then you also have that quarterly check-in page at the end of December. It's almost like an end of year check-in, but you do that quarterly check-in page at the end. And then it's got a notes section. So you've got this like another beautiful art page and then a bunch of notes pages. The notes pages are very interesting. They've got this dot grid on the left and then a bunch of lines on the right. And you have a bunch of those notes pages. And then in the back, you have a pocket, which is interesting. It's very smooth. It is a paper pocket. Feels pretty sturdy. You can't pull on it too hard as with any paper pocket. And then it's got some stickers. So it's got these gold foil stickers. You've got these little ones that say goal do. They're actually separate stickers, like little half circles. Important reminder, celebrate. You've got some circles, some stars, and then some flags. And that just comes in the back there. I do like that the sticker sheet is separate and not like coiled in. I'm a fan of that. Okay, let's quickly test the paper. The paper itself looks bright white, and I love that. I love me some bright white paper. So I'm gonna test out my 2 go-to types of pens, which is, whoa, this Papermate Flare is not having it. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Oh, this is a brand new one. That's why it's so thin. Okay, Papermate Flare. And then some sort of click pen. And then I guess my like last resort, if neither of these work on paper, is always the Sharpie pen, but it's not always my favorite. Okay, let's see how that pans out on the other side. Pretty good. Yeah, there's literally zero shadowing. There's a little bit of ridging with the tool pen. So I would definitely use my Papermate Flares in this planner and it would be totally fine. I love the bright whiteness of the paper. Again, I think this is a really good option if you're somebody who wants a little bit of goal setting and that planner layout would look for you. I do like that it's got the goal stuff right here next to your weekly layout. Having Saturday and Sunday kind of not together is kind of frustrating, but this could be it could be a good option for you if you're still looking for a planner for next year. All right, it is 11:45, not even, it's 11:43, and I'm ahead of schedule. I had all these things scheduled till 12 and then like a break from 12 to 12:30 before this call. It's almost 11:45 and I am done with all of these things. So I'm feeling really good about that. I am still gonna go ahead and take a break before this 12:30 call. I'm gonna eat some lunch, step away from my desk, actually put my foot up a little bit. I do have like a little makeshift thing under my desk to keep my foot slightly elevated, but I'm gonna go sit on the couch and actually put it up on the back of the couch and rest, relax, scroll my phone, and we'll pick back up at 12:30. All right, checked a couple more things off, and now it is time to tackle dun, 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 this pile of clothes that I folded yesterday and is sitting on my dresser that I desperately need to put away and like actually do a good job of dealing with the drawers and not just stuffing the clothes in there, which is what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
Okay, but in all honesty, before I get up, I don't remember why I did these things in the order that I did them this morning. Maybe this is what my brain was thinking, but I actually am kind of glad that I did it this way because I like did things sitting at my desk, and then I got up and did the meal plan in the kitchen, and now I'm gonna get up and close, tidy, and then I'm gonna be back at my desk to sit and do all of these things instead of doing like all the sitting things and then all the not sitting things. It's just really good, I think, for me to have it broken up differently throughout the day, if that makes sense.
Okay, now I'm running a little bit late because putting the clothes away and tidying up the office took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it feels good. My office feels like it's in a good place. All of my clothes feel very organized. I actually switched the rods in my closet. If you watched my office tour video, the very first one, I talked about how one rod in my closet is like shirts that I'm wearing while working from home, which is basically like any kind of long sleeve comfy shirt, and sweatshirts now that it's getting chillier out. And then the second rack is like cardigans that I wear with dresses, the handful of like nice shirts I wear, which is not that many, and then like a couple of skirts. And I originally had I had the work from home stuff on the bottom because it felt like I would access that more, but actually I like reaching for the top better. So I switched them around, cleaned through my dresser. Clothes feel like they're nice and organized, and now moving on to the rest of my stuff. So since I'm running a little bit behind and just mentally I am kind of already checked out for the day, I'm still gonna check through my emails and my communication routine. That's what I'm gonna move on to next. The feedback and the recordings, those are the other things I was gonna get to today. I'm just gonna go and push those to tomorrow. I just am kind of mentally done for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my emails, my communication routine, sitting here at my desk, and then I think what I'm gonna do after that, can you see all the boxes piled up? No, you can't because the dresser's in the way. I have a bunch of boxes piled up for December that I have been not opening. So my December daily package, my order from scrapbook.com. And I have been dying to open both of them, but like I knew that I didn't want to deal with the mess and all those things, but I think I'm gonna start to organize my December daily stuff this weekend. And so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've mentioned this before, but sometimes what I find is what I've written in my planner or what I'm planning to work on is not what I'm in the mood. And if I'm not in the right mental like space to work on it, then I'm gonna just do a bad job. I'm gonna rush through it and it's not gonna be fully thought out. And so, especially as we get to later in the day, I mean, I'm a morning person and my focus definitely goes away towards the end of the day, but I still have physical energy to do something. And so action is better than no action. So even though working through that December daily or like opening up those boxes and starting to organize stuff wasn't on my list of things to do today, it's still something that I wanted to do eventually. And so I'm gonna keep that action going. Also, I realized that I never kind of explained why I'm not really filming anything else today besides that top-down goals video. And that is because the only front-facing video I'm gonna do for November is the goals video. Because of the way the dates fall in November, I already did November 1st when I batched October's content. I'm gonna do November 29th as part of December's batching for Vlogmas, so I'm doing that later in the month. And then that really only leaves 3 Mondays in November, and what I've actually decided to do is take Thanksgiving week completely off from YouTube. So there will not be videos while I'm out of town because, and I heard another YouTuber that I watched talk about this and I never really thought about it. Like I always thought, well, yeah, if I'm out of town, I'll just film videos in advance and have them go up for you while I'm gone. But while videos go up while I'm out of town, I'm still compelled to like go read the comments and respond to comments and still like post about it on Instagram that the video went up and all these things. And I know I don't have to do any of those things. Like I could turn my brain off and not do any of that and just respond to all that when I got back. But I know myself and I know I'm not good at that. So I think for the sake of actually taking that week as vacation, really just checking out of everything, I'm gonna not post videos that week of Thanksgiving is my plan. So really that only left 2 Mondays. One is the goals video and then one's gonna be a plan with me. So all I have is the goals video. And so since I didn't have any other reason to like get ready today to do my hair and makeup, I decided to go ahead and push the front facing part of the goals video to tomorrow, since tomorrow I am getting ready for the day. So that is why I'm not really batch filming anything today. I did the top down portion of the goals and then I'm gonna film the plan with me next week. I'll do the front facing part tomorrow and that'll be November. Okay, so I actually have 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3 to open up. I forgot there was a third one over there. The bottom one was my Sugarfina advent calendar. So I have answered this on the live a couple of times, but I did purchase 2 advent calendars. One is in this box, and that's the December daily sticker advent calendar. and then one is the Sugar Fina advent calendar. Honestly, when I ordered it, I did not think it was gonna ship this soon, but those are the only two I'm planning to buy for Vlogmas. There's a lot of extra unnecessary paper in this box. Oh my God, there's really a lot of extra unnecessary wrapping. This whole box, massive, giant box for this. Okay, this is beautiful though. It's really, really cute. It says Santa's Workshop, a candy tasting collection. Again, it feels weird. It shipped this early and I'm still not opening it, like starting to use it for a month. Like it's gonna be December 1st that I start it, but it's very, very cute. Each little one looks like an envelope and they're just in order, so you don't really have to hunt for them, but each little one has a different type of candy. It's got all the candies listed on the back. I'm hoping that they're not in that order because on the back it looks like they're in Regiviv. So I'm hoping that they're gonna be in slightly different order so that it's just like a surprise every day, which kind of candy, but super cute. I'm excited. I really wanted something that was perishable. I was kind of over having the advent calendars that like I ended up with all this stuff at the end that I didn't know what to do with. Okay, now let's do the other big one. And this again is my scrapbook.com order, which I ordered some storage boxes. So when Allie Edwards released her December daily stuff, she did release a storage box this year that was new and it looked really cool, but for the price and like the quality didn't look that great. And somebody messaged me, and now I can't even remember who, and pointed me towards these storage boxes and I'm super excited about them. So they are like, my goal here is, if you've followed me in the past about talking about December daily, is I like to have my December daily stuff like out on the counter or on my, really on my desk. Oh, there's like a, kind of got messed up. It kind of got dinged in the mail. Not bad enough that I wouldn't even like worry about it. But I like having my supplies for December daily like readily accessible. And so I don't know that I will use these like organizers all year round for other products, but for now I'm gonna set up my December daily stuff in them and have them sitting on my desk. So it's got 4 little compartments. These big ones in the back, I can put like sticker sheets standing upright, and then there's like the little ones in the front for the cards. And then I think I got the second one. Yeah. So I wasn't sure if I would need both or if I was gonna like one more than the other. So I got that design. And then I also got this design that's more of a, like a tiered structure. Okay, not like, it is a tiered structure where it's bigger and deeper in the back and higher up. And so it's like stair step. So the only like real, I mean, it's different size compartments, but they're kind of like the exact same size. So I just need to start organizing my supplies. I am planning to do a video of all of my December daily organization. The very first year I did it on camera, and I find for organization, I kind of just like to do it myself off camera, and then I will do a video walking through all of it, showing you what I did. The other thing I bought, wow, this is much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I was looking for a way to organize the numbers. So a big part of December daily is having the numbers on the page 1 through 25. And so I was kind of browsing the Allie Edwards Facebook group for a way to organize my numbers. And somebody recommended these things. Yeah, so it's a 50 pack. So they're these like vinyl pouches, stamp and die storage, and then like a container. So basically I'm gonna put, like it fits perfectly in there, and I'm gonna have 25 of these, and so all the numbers will be together 1 through 25. So hopefully that kind of ends up working out. And then, yep, I did get a couple other things. I also, oh wait, hold on. 2 of these are organizer things. So there's like an organizer, little organizer tabs. There's that size, and then there's little throwing things this size, so that I could organize different things, different tabs, and they have little labels on them as well. And then I also got this page of puffy board phrase stickers. There was another like ephemera pack on scrapbook.com that was like Christmas themed that I really wanted to get, but it like kept being out of stock, and I like had the email, you know, notify me when in stock, and I just finally gave up on it and placed my order. So those are all the things I got. And then last, but certainly not least, is my actual December daily order. I'm not gonna go through this entire order. I'll kind of like quickly show you what I picked out and what I got, and then you'll see all of the ins and outs, like everything open when I show my organization. So I got the Fa La La album. I did not get a main kit this year. I mentioned that in a few places. There was just like half of the main kit that I was not gonna use, and I have a lot of extra stuff left over from prior years. Actually, I need to go find, I also ordered from another shop. It came in a long time ago, but I'll go grab that and show it to you. So I got cards from another kit or another shop. And then I got an album from Ali Edwards. And then this is the advent calendar, sticker advent calendar. And then these are the extras I got. So I got these little wood veneer pieces. I got these wooden numbers. How cute are those? I got these cards. I think these cards are from a prior year. These like 4x6 cards. And then I got these like white word phrase. They're like linen almost. And then I got these gold and silver stars. Well, I thought they were sticky on the back, but it doesn't look like they are. Then I got these attacher thingies that you could like attach things and put them into your album and then hole punch it. I thought those looked cool. I got the vellum, the 5x8 vellum pack. And then I always get the envelope pack because I use this big envelope to store my holiday cards from friends and family and always keep that in my December daily. So that is all. That's all. That's what I ordered from Ali Edwards. And I do have a lot of stuff still left over from the last 2 years. This is my 3rd year doing it. So I do also have a lot of products from prior years. All right, well, so much for tidying because I just made a huge mess of my office trying to find this box. But I finally found it. I did not put it in a convenient place. So this is from, oh no, this kind of got messed up a little bit. This is from a company called L's Studio, and they did also release a bunch of like really focused holiday stuff, but I just got some of the add-ons. So the thing that I kind of like got a little bit bent in the box are these number stickers. You can't really see it on the camera, but they are in the shape of a number. It's white with gold stars on it. And then mostly what I just got were little 3x4 cards. Since I wasn't getting the Ali Edwards main kit, I knew I was gonna want more of these little cards. So I got these white ones that say, here's the story. It's just got space for the date at the bottom. I got these on this day that are multiple like holiday colors. So it's got a space for the date at the top. I'm not really sure what that box is for. And then some other space. Then I got these that are also in holiday colors. So greens and reds with little stars, just outlines. Then I got these that say on this day in December. They had these for every month. And then it has space for the date at the bottom. And then I got these white ones that say, so very grateful for. So I figured I just wanted some extra cards to go. So now I have about 2 hours until Sam and I are going to dinner. So I am gonna sit here on the floor and put on a movie and start organizing this stuff. All right, we are getting ready to head out to dinner. There is this Georgian restaurant in our neighborhood that we have wanted to try pretty much since we moved here. We walk by it all the time and have just been dying to try it. And so when my parents asked for a birthday gift idea for Sam, well, they suggested a gift card to a restaurant that he wanted to try in our new neighborhood. And that was the first one that I thought of. So they got him a gift card to this restaurant. So we are finally going to go use it tonight. I was going to take you outside and like tell you this while we were walking there because I know that that's like, it's fun to see the city in the background, but it's raining, so I am not going to vlog and walk at the same time. I'll take my camera with me. I may grab a couple shots of the food. I don't actually know what Georgian cuisine is. It's Georgia the country, by the way, not the state, if that wasn't clear. My stepmom at first was like Southern food, and I was like, no, the country of Georgia. So I don't actually know what types of food it is. Sam and I just both really enjoy, see him more than me, let's be honest. But I mean, I like exploring new food too, but he's really into food. Like if he had a dream job, it would be like to just travel and eat food. That would be his like dream job. So he is, I know, really excited about it. He actually headed out a little bit before me because he is going to get his booster shot, and then I am gonna go meet him at the restaurant. All right, we are home. Somebody's happy that we're home. Dinner was amazing, y'all. Amazing. We basically just ordered what our waiter recommended. We kind of just asked him like what were his favorites, what were the like most popular items, and we basically just went off of that, and everything that we had was absolutely incredible. And like we definitely want to go back and try some of the other things on the menu because everything was just so delicious. Like I don't even know what my favorite dish was because there was something about every dish that I absolutely loved, and the ambiance was good, the music was good, and it was really nice. It feels like Sam and I, it's been a while since we like went out to dinner, just us, and that wasn't like, oh, we'd really need to go get something to eat. No, we like order in if we do that. Like it's been a long time, I feel like. So that was really nice. It was a really nice evening, and now we're home. And I am gonna close out this vlog here. I'm gonna go heat my foot again and elevate it a little bit before I head to bed. And I'm going to bed early because I'm basically working the whole day tomorrow. Here, let me quickly show you the
the wrap up of the planner. I'm not gonna like cross off dinner and closing out the vlog, but here is how the day turned out, all the things that I got done. I feel really good about it. I feel really good about everything that I got done today.
So that is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.
Hold on, that sounded awkward.
I've mentioned this before. Okay, Sam and I are getting ready to go to... I don't know. Why am I so awkward?